Behind the woman, a dark skeletal figure began to rise, and a low primal snarl sounded across the clearing. The shepherd turned and ran, cold fear coursing through his veins. He did not run for long. Decay gives way to new growth, from death to life. The cycle starts again, west of the white scar by the river. And what does that mean? West of the white scar. Is that a mountain? The white scar? I don't see anything that's the white scar, white anything, but wait a minute, the White Scar Cave. West of it, by the river. The sun-bleached skull fixes me with its black-eyed gaze, a reminder, from the chest of the skeleton a plant grows. Wait a minute. That description sounds familiar. There was this thing called the Devil's Nightcap. Is this it? And there's this. I have no idea what it is. I've lived in Undermere all my life, and I've never seen the people as worried as they are now. Everyone's talking about the sisterhood and the servants. Somebody needs to do something to stop that beast. I was speaking to a woman from Arnside who told me of a cave nearby that the locals stay away from. Apparently there's a strange plant that grows there, but the cave is believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, she was vague about where the cave was. Somewhere to the east was all she could say when I pressed her. I think I might know. There's only one cave here. And it is Arnside. Is Arnside anywhere near? Yeah. There's only that one cave, so... A thin crack runs down the rock face, widening as it nears the ground, just wide enough for a man to slip through, but there's a problem. A large boulder blocks the entrance, too heavy to move. Well, I think this is Farmer's Worry. Yeah, okay. I'm surprised how easily I'm able to roll away the boulder with the help of Farmer's Worry. As my eyes adjust to the darkness, I discover several clusters of fungi growing there, reaching out desperately to the thin strip of light provided by the crack. And I've got an entry for Twilight Lepiota. In the twilight, where shadows grow to take leaf and root in the eye of crow, a plant of gloom and despair and dark magic. Do not be fooled by the pretty flower, the smell it gives off is quite foul. It sounds familiar and I don't know why. And I've got a couple more of, okay, fungi. I was hoping for the plants in the combination. I haven't forgiven you for whatever it was that you gave me the other day. I should have destroyed that elixir recipe when I had the chance. Whatever happens, you must not allow it to fall into the wrong hands. Well, I can't blame her. I doped her up with plant amatol, but I'm not just gonna hand that stuff out. My wife for 30 years is dying. That is the truth of it, as painful as it is to say out loud. The doctors say there is nothing they can do, but I cannot sit by and wait for it to happen. A man at the hospice let slip about a plant-based elixir. I don't think he meant for me to hear it, but I did, and it's all I can think about. I understand the risk, but any price is worth paying if it means she doesn't have to die. Please, I'm begging you. The elixir of the... The problem with this is that... I mean... You remember the recipe. It's in here somewhere. Yeah. It brings a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. They're alive, but they're not really there. I hate to send this to you, but what other option is there? I'm not exactly given a second one. Haverage. Pretty blue flowers line the stems of this sought-after plant. It is said if you give haverage to your beloved under the light of a full moon, you will both live long and blessed lives. There was a plant around here that I think was described that way. Well, no, it wasn't this one. That I know of. 8 miles to the east. What if that means that the, well, there isn't even any land. I was thinking the Great Oak was 8 miles to the east of, whatever that was, but... 2, 3, 4... Is there a hint for this, too? Well, no, because... this thing... all it says is 8 miles to something. And it's not the Great Oak. Ah, what a delightful shop you have. I'm only in town for a brief visit, but I heard I might be able to get a hold of some liverstone here. Well, I have identified something that may or may not be liverstone. Do the strong paralyzing agents contained within? Well, see, this one, it matches the description. It has pointed caps, but it smells rotten. Now, there may be other mushrooms, like this one, for example, dark and imposing. Strained, my fingertips feel slightly numbed. Okay, this must be liverstone. And thum, actually it's pronounced tomb. This flower is sometimes associated with death. Tomb is used as a fragrance in soaps and candles. And I probably don't have it. Well, that means the other one is, not liverstone. That's all I got on it. Well, there is another cave around here. Oh, look who it is. I can't control it anymore. This has all gone too far. I never meant for it to turn on my sisters. It's too strong. I'm trying to hold it back, but it wants to kill. That's all it wants. Death, death, and more death. You have to help me. Well, what exactly... Why are there two options here? Okay, so the dead man's fingers, which it strengthens resolve and sharpens the mind. What about the other thing? Here we go. Induces fear. Also... But then she really won't have any control. So... I'll give her these dead man's fingers. The alternative is just to... If it increases resistance against this, whatever it is, then... Carnivorous torrent, known as the North as Andrew's Bane, after the unfortunate demise of the man called Andrew Jardine, he was caught and slowly eaten alive by a large specimen of the torrent. Revered in the occult world, a cross-section of the torrent's stem reveals pentagonal symmetry. Is this it? It doesn't say. But it might be. There's been talk over the last few nights down the Royal Oak of a servant creature going around slaughtering people. I used to enjoy walking in the hills, but I daren't leave my house now. I've decided to bring nature to me in the meantime. The glow of a few pixie lamps would surely warm my heart. Oh yeah, it is the glowhorn. It says it right there. Well, it's the only glow-in-the-dark plant that I've got. The leaves of the pennybell are chewed by some for their hallucinogenic properties. However, it is highly addictive and can lead to sickness and death. In other words, it's drugs. Oh, Faye Swift is back. I understand it now. My mind is linked to the servants. With the elixir, I will be able to throw out the woman in the jade mask and take control for myself. Together we can end this. Meet me at the Daughter's Stone Circle tomorrow and bring the elixir. Daughter's Stone Circle. Let me get another card first.